Organic is no fertilizer. Paid advertising, you're adding fertilizer because you want to get more growth. You want to get attention, okay? So paid advertising is very, very important too because it allows you to get there faster. And a lot of people always ask me, how much do I need to invest in advertising? Raise your hand if you're completely new to the subject of marketing. It's totally fine, okay? And when you think about organic, you think about like a garden that has like no fertilizers, right? Well, on the world of business, what's that? Somebody said something? Whole Foods, right? They have organic stuff? That's right. So organic, it's the same derivation. It came from that. It's just the way it's happened naturally. And it's not supposed to be inserted with anything. When you post content on your social media profiles and you don't pay for it, that's organic. And it's something that is gonna grow as much as it can possibly grow without any fertilizers. But just for analogy purposes, when you're gonna do paid advertising, you're adding fertilizer because you're trying to grow. You're trying to get more attention. You wanna get bigger. So organic is no fertilizer. Paid advertising, you're adding fertilizer because you wanna get more growth. You wanna get attention, okay? So paid advertising is very, very important too because it allows you to get there faster. And a lot of people always ask me, how much do I need to invest in advertising? It's probably the biggest question that I can ask. And the question and the answer to that question is always the same. It depends on how fast you want to get there. Because it's going to be varied. You got to understand that you're competing against yourself only. You're not competing against a lot of other people. The speed in which you get there is directly proportional with how much you want to get there, right? So that's going to determine how much you work, how many seminars and workshops you come to, how many hours you dedicate in learning something new every day, how much work you put into implementing something new. You gotta work, right? I'm not here to sell you a passive income course. That's not, it's not something that I believe in personally. You gotta put in the work, but the advertising side of things just simply helps you get there faster. So paid advertising, for those of you that don't know what that means in the digital world, is an online advertising model where advertisers bid to participate in real-time auctions in order to show their ads within slots on a specific platform or network. If you have ever wondered, how do they serve the ad on your platform, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere, it's based on a bid. You're competing with other brands and whoever bids the most, and a combination of other factors, because it's not just only about a high bid, it's also about interest. Like, what's your name? Nick. If Nick is interested in style, in watches, well, the platforms are gonna know that, and they're not gonna put an ad about makeups and toys. Let's say that he doesn't have kids in front of him. So the platforms are gonna know that, but it's generally an auction and a competition to try to serve ads on people. Something that I like to right now emphasize on is that the cost of advertising on these platforms right now is now probably going back to what we had somewhere around 4 to 5 years ago. The cost has dramatically gone down. And it's very logical as to why the cost of advertising goes down. People become afraid, they start storing their money, and they stop investing. Actually posted a quote on my Facebook profile not too long ago. That's a Henry Ford quote that says, stopping advertising is like stopping your watch to save the time, right? So it's a great quote by Henry Ford. And the reality is that advertising is an essential part of any business. But the other reality is that businesses in these particular circumstances, they get really scared and they start withdrawing, which means that there's less supply of advertisers and there's more opportunities in the world of social media advertising. So the cost has gone down. Plus there's platforms like TikTok that have become a major player in the advertising game, and there's opportunities in that area. And whether you like the platform or not, it doesn't really matter. The opportunity to get attention on that platform is there, right? You can hate the platform. You can say that it's ruining the culture of this world, but why don't you do something about it? Why don't you promote your products and services and give them some value and take some attention out of the platform, all right? Here's the thing that a lot of you might know, but might not leverage. If you have a Facebook page, if you have an Instagram profile, if you have a TikTok channel, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a LinkedIn profile or page, these platforms give you access to the digital footprints. You have the ability to build a connection with the people that are engaging with your content. And if you're not leveraging that, you're missing out on the real power of these platforms. You're supposed to give content away, give value, attract attention, and instead of selling to people that have never seen your face before, you present your offers, your solutions, your products to people that are consuming your content. So when you do this, it's also going to lower your cost of advertising because you're talking to people that know who you are. Like if I have an irresistible offer, I guarantee you that targeting you is going to give me much better results than going out there into the world to people that don't have a clue who I am, right? So that's just so you understand how this formula works in general. These ads, we do not put them in front of people that have not been exposed to our content. We do not sell to people that have not consumed my father's content. Because if we do, we're just another brand of miracle products. And that goes against who we are. So here's what you do. You start posting content. This is the strategy. I'm giving you the $1 million strategy right now. You start posting content on your channels, Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, every single placement that you can. You don't have to start with 3,000 a month like I do for Natural Slim. You don't got to start like Dr. Bird. You got to start somewhere. You got to start at some point, even taking one video and then having that video edited into like 10 pieces of content. That's great. You can get started with content like that. You take that content and you start posting on social media, and the content that starts getting more traction than the other content. Some of that content, here's the beautiful thing about these platforms. The algorithm for all of these platforms will help you reach more people the more interest that post generates. That's how it's built. So when you have a lot of interaction on a post, and you might be asking yourself, I wonder why that one took off. Very simple, because the attention, the engagement, and the reach that it was getting proved to the algorithm that that post was more interesting than the rest. So it's like survey data on steroids. That's your survey right there. You can take that post, and now you can do something called boost. And you can use that post to help you reach more people. So the organic feeds you data as to what's working better than the others, and then you use that data to do paid advertising and reach more people.